Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Valerie, and we're at my home. We spent the week in Las Vegas at CES 2020 to find out what's new in smart home technology, and we wanted to bring our experience to you.
Let's hear what one company had to say.
I'm John. I'm from Hampton Products. We're demoing a lot of different IoT devices here today. It's all Wi-Fi. There are no hubs. There's no Zigbee, no Z-Wave. We believe Wi-Fi is the future, so you don't have to buy anything extra when you buy one of our products. As long as you have home internet, typically that means Wi-Fi, you're good to go. So we have our security lights here, and both of these have cameras in them, and they can trigger each other, they talk to each other. So if one detects motion, you get a message on your phone, you can see the video, it'll turn on the other ones if you want it to. You can have that set up automatically. There's scheduling, so they can turn on and off based on different schedules, different brightnesses. There's a microphone array and a speaker in there. So if it's somebody you know or you want to talk to them, so hey, you're being recorded, get off my property, it's all built into the security lights. Now, the same technology that's in those very bright security lights, which right now for the show are dimmed down, is also built into these coach lights over here. These coach lights also have the microphone and speaker, but these are much nicer designed. They fit in well. You can't tell they have big Adobe cameras built in. So the cameras are 1080p. They're high definition. They do 30 frames a second, and they have a very, very wide field of view. So most cameras typically have about 130 field of view. Ours are stretched out to about 160. So you get to capture a lot more that happens around your door. And because it's so wide, we have a beefy processor in there to help stitch it down so it doesn't look so fisheye. So because of that beefy processor, video uploads quicker and you can see it faster, and there's less lag, and we can use that processor to work with HDR and get more details out of shadows as well. You're sitting on your couch, you get an alert, you see that camera has picked up motion. You can see it's your neighbor. You can talk to them if you want and say, hey, how's it going? And so, I'm just dropping it off. Maybe this casserole plate you dropped off, who knows. But while you're talking to them, you can actually push another button while you're talking to them and unlock your front door with our Array Gen 2 digital deadbolt. This is a Wi-Fi deadbolt. We're projecting at least 9 months of battery on it, probably longer, but based on how little power it draws during sleep, it's pretty impressive. You can use the app. The app has geofencing, so if you pull into your driveway, it'll alert you, hey, do you want to lock your door? You can say yes, grab all your groceries, and then go on inside. You can use the keypad as well. You can create custom keys for different people, different schedules for those keys. But I think this lock pairs really well with our push, pull, rotate deadbolt set, or handle set here. So we have these for inside the house and outside, but as you can see, just bump it with your hip and come on in. Now, one of the really cool things you can do is that you can start setting up triggers, different events, different scenes, but I can tell the app, in this case, once the front door unlocks, or maybe once the security lights come on, or maybe once the garage door opens, turn on these two outlets so my lamps come on, maybe turn on some of my can lighting, which we also make, and so you can have your whole house lit up before you even get there if you want. So you can see our can lighting here. It's also Wi-Fi based. And now everything I've also talked about, I need to point out, also works with Google and Alexa, and HomeKit is in the works right now. So you can tell Google to turn on your lights, change the color, do whatever you want. But these are both retrofit right here, the two on the left. So you just unscrew your old bulb, screw the new connector in, and these just slide into place. They're LED, so they have 16 million colors. They use less power and produce less heat than a traditional can lighting system. And we also have a lighting strip light here. These are also Wi-Fi controllable. You can create custom groups if you want, so you can set them all to the same color, the same mood if you want. Power shifts here that control each individual outlet. You can turn on and off. You can even have them power up with a sequence. And then if you don't really want to, we also make outlets as well. But if you don't want to wire in an outlet, we also make wall plugs that plug into a traditional outlet, so you don't have to rewire an outlet if you don't feel comfortable doing that. So this plugs right in, Wi-Fi based, so I can just say, Alexa, turn off the lava lamp. And I apologize about the show Wi-Fi. We'll see if it works here. And look at that. So Wi-Fi works here, which is crazy. But so you don't need to rewire if you don't want to. And speaking of not wanting to rewire, I showed you the lights outside. Those all plug in the traditional 3-wire system. But if you didn't want to hire an electrician or run the wire yourself, we also make another product, battery powered. So if you get just the camera itself, you're looking at 4 months of battery life. If you want additional battery life, you can get the solar cell that comes with it that has a lithium battery behind the solar cell, And if you get no sunlight at all, you're looking at an additional 8 months of battery. So even a little bit of sun, it's pretty much indefinite now. So no wires needed. This is a magnetic mount. You just put the camera where you want, point it, forget it. It's IP65 rated, so it's weather resistant. It handles all outdoor temperatures and weathers pretty well. All of our cameras, including this one, have night vision as well. They have several dozen infrared LEDs in there to brighten it up. This one alone can see, I think, 26 feet. The other ones over there can see even further. And that's full color at night, which is pretty rad. They save locally to the device, and then after 7 days, if you want to pay for more storage, you can. But otherwise, there are no monthly fees, which is something we're really proud of as well. And that's for all of our devices. All of our technology right now we're producing. It'll be available in spring at most major big box stores and online retailers.
Thanks for joining us here in Las Vegas for CES 2020.
We've included more information about the company we visited and their products in the description box below. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
And for more smart home stories, visit appmyhome.com. Thank you.
Thank you.